Y'all don't wanna know. Fuck around and see it, cause you know I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Web3 breakfast, serving size like Texas. I'm a beast, yeah, baby. You know I'm reckless. We stacking blue chips, my people buy the dip. Matte Black Lambo coming soon. Don't forget, sign the check.
Web3 breakfast. Fuck a Lexus, push a Maserati, keep a diamond Jesus on my necklace. I'm living reckless. Fuck a job, cash the check, grab the bag, hit the flight, we on the next one. Wife changing money, just ask my honey. Got a diamond on my face, I can't help it, I'm new money.
Web3 breakfast, wake and bake, appreciate the checklist, moderate the stage, perplexing everything you say, and not to mention, I think I rug. Maybe I should shrug it off, go touch some grass, perhaps some plug.
Web3 breakfast,
Web3 breakfast.
Web3 breakfast.
Web3 breakfast is here. That means it's 10 a.m., baby. 10 a.m. on the East Coast of the USA. How are we doing? It's Wednesday. As Sapphire put in our DM group, it is Friday Eve Junior, right? So Thursdays would be Friday Eve. So Wednesday's Friday Eve Junior. And my comment immediately, because it's just a triggered reflex. The moment I hear the word Friday, I think of pizza. And so now I'll be thinking of pizza the rest of the week. I don't know about you guys. GM Turbo, how are you, man?
Damn. I am so tired. I'm so sleepy, bro. Hey, sometimes it be like that, We had an opportunity to go into a house, there was nobody there, and just make some cash, bro. So we just said, bump it, let's go. So we got the key and just went. And I have like a terrible pinched nerve in between my shoulder blades. And bro, it hurts so bad. Like your boy's about to be in tears.
Oh man, I know that feeling all too well. That's been my thing this year. I don't know if it's stress related or whatever, but my neck, man, I feel like the last time it flared up, I was power washing my front porch. And then all of a sudden I'm on the ground. I can't walk because I got such a bad pinched nerve in my neck. Getting old freaking sucks. But it is what it is, man. What are you gonna do about it?
What you gonna do? You just gotta put your little smile on and just keep it moving forward. That's all you can do. We're gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm Turbo made it, because if Turbo made it, you done did. So it's a part of this. We talk about the cycles and everything will come back around, and we just gotta push through the hard times. And that's the duality, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you want to enjoy those great times, right? The times that when it was just crushing. Sometimes you got to be willing to go through those crappy times too. So
100%.
But we're all gonna do it. That's it.
Yeah. Man, it's so weird. When you gotta fix something in your hair and you just immediately go to the other side because you're oh, it's that side. Anyway, man, I'm right there with you, and I think that's a kind of good tie into what we're going to be talking about today is FOMO. Not falling for FOMO. We can trade funny stories and anecdotes about that. Sometimes we've all, I think I would assume we've all at some point bought a top, whether you knew that that it was probably not the right time to jump in. But, we were talking about this morning over on Suika's GMGM morning show is that, you know, there's the fear of missing out, but then there's also the fumble, right? When you fade something. So it was the fade and the FOMO we were talking about. Like, and I think that's probably one of the worst triggers, right? Like, you know, when take for instance, I mean, you could say the Mutant Ape Yacht Club for me, right? The fade and the FOMO. I faded until they hit 6 ETH, and I was watching at I guess really until like 3 ETH. And then I didn't make a decision fast enough, and then it shot up to 6, and then, you know, way out of control. And so I ended up getting in at 15. It's worth like 5 right now. Is that FOMO? Should I have waited until we knew that the market bottom was in? Yeah, no, right? Or, you know, I think there's a lot of really good stories that we're all going to be able to tell today, and kind of go through maybe Matthew, I know, could probably help us build the toolbox for success of how not to FOMO. And, you know, we probably all know the strategies already. It's like, you know, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, set your goals and stick to them. You know, don't veer off your strategy, because when you do, and you get into uncharted territories, that's when, you know, people tend to get wrecked. You know, use the DCA method. All things that you can do to kind of combat that fear of missing out, so that you don't, you know, get yourself wrecked, or, you know, invest too much that you should be in a current climate or whatever. But that's going to be the conversation for today. Super excited about that. Go ahead, Trevor.
Dude, me too, bro. Because I'm going to tell you, I was literally just telling Kev yesterday. I said, man, I can't tell you how much I love to buy something at the top and just take that mug all the way to zero. I said, man, it's like, I'm telling you, I think it's like a new fetish, man. Like, and he said, he did say there was something called like, damn, it'll come to me. I don't want to ruin it. But it's like when they have videos of people that like, they're just getting wrecked in a leverage, or they're like losing thousands on options, and they videotape it, and people like sit around and watch it. I thought that was the craziest thing I'd ever heard in my life. It's like, it's going to come to me.
Would that people like enjoy watching other people's misfortunes, or that people would actually live stream their misfortunes, or both?
Yeah, they like both. Both. It's like crash porn or something like that. I forget. I'm gonna figure it out. But it's
called lost porn. Sorry.
Yeah, lost porn. Thank you, Mike. That's what it is.
I'll tell you what. I know that this is gonna be rude, and it is what it is. Like, I'm just gonna tell it like it is. I think one of the funniest videos to me, when you talk about these kind of things, is watching fat people fall.
That's what I feel like, bro. That's what I feel like. But they fall down on their back. Like, I can't get up.
Most of the times, like a cartoon.
And they're getting attacked by fire ants.
Yeah, like a cartoon. My dog's like a cartoon too. The other day, like he's turned into like this super. I love our dog Jackson, but he's like this freak for getting outside. So as soon as he hears like the porch or the back patio door open up, he just sprints wherever he's at. He'll come flying down the stairs, run through the kitchen. The other day he was on like it's like the LVP, right? The linoleum vinyl planking in our house, whatever it is. And I opened up the back door, and he was like a straight up cartoon character, man. Like, his legs were going so fast, he was going nowhere. He was just there, like almost like on a treadmill. He wasn't moving, and then he finally skedaddled out. But oh man, J-Man.
Yeah, I love that. I do see we have some hands. I know Mike wanted to throw something. I see Kerry got his hand up as well. Mike, did you want to throw something in, or did the moment pass? Okay. All right, Kerry C, our homie from Canada.
Yo, you ain't alone when you're. That's in Germany. They've got a word to describe that entire phrase. You know, taking a special delight in the misfortune of others is called Schadenfreude.
What is it? Say it again.
So, Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
Yeah. So that's actually a thing. You know, to take a special joy in the misfortune of others. It's you know, they decided they did it enough. They laughed at enough fat people that they had to make a whole work for it. Oh, hey, Sandra down there. My favorite Sandra is down in the audience. I had to give her a shout out.
Hi, Sandra.
And James Biden.
Hey, Sandra.
Hey,
Hi,
everybody.
Sandra.
James.
Hey, girl.
Welcome everybody to the Web3 Breakfast. And just you guys know, this is a show for the community, by the community. So if it is your first time pulling up, thank you for being here. We do appreciate that. And if you want to be a part of the conversation, all you got to do is raise your hand, request to speak, and we'll bring you up. We've got one rule and one rule only. It is don't be a douchebag. So no racist, sexist, or homophobes. Other than that, anybody is welcome to come up on stage and share their opinion, thoughts, whatever. Just pay attention to that rule. That's it. We've had we've had to kick two or three people out the whole time we've done the show, just 2 or 3 people. And that's, I say that's pretty good. We've got a really good culture here at Web3 Breakfast. Our community is by far, in my opinion, maybe I'm biased, I don't know, the best.
Amazing. Top notch. Par none.
Upper echelon. We're going to say that. We're going to go throw some big words out.
I love that. Yo, Seven, what's up, family?
Captain's cupboard.
Captain's cupboard? Whoa, I got to look that up. Go ahead, Mike.
I was just gonna tell you guys about this super rug that I got into, like right when I got into the space, because it was my name. It was the Sevens Club, and I was like, "Oh, dude, this is the one. This is what I'm gonna throw my money into." Buy 7 of them right off the bat. I'm like, and mint too. So I was like super stoked. Got some really good pieces, like a couple of like one of them was a 101, and I'm like so stoked. Literally 2 months later, we don't have the money to keep this project up, and we're gonna have to shut it down. And I'm like, what just happened? And it's been my dream to go back after I get the funds to like buy it, so it is the Sevens Club, and it'll just be my NFT project.
I love that. There are, I do love the community success stories when a community revives or takes over a project after a founder fumbles it, whatever, and they bring it back and
hostile takeover. Can you do that though? Can you do a hostile takeover and just say, like, you know what, you guys dropped the ball, I'm fucking taking over, like, I'm 7, this is the 7 project, you guys fucking see you later, and just take it? Can you do that?
I don't know. I guess
I need the
Seven's
keys.
gonna find out.
I need the keys.
You need the keys. So
I've already asked, and it was a while ago, so I don't know what it would be like now, but it was an absolute shit show of a conversation. So I was like, nah, man, I'm good. Never mind. Like, I don't even know why I even asked. So maybe it's been. I mean, it's been about a year since that happened. So I wonder if I can talk it up and see if I can get it for real. That would be awesome.
I think the price.
They even sent me a care package. I have a lanyard. My mouse pad says Sevens Club across it. Like somebody came to my house and was like, dude, that's really cool. Like, why did you make it a Sevens Club? I was like, oh, that's a rug NFT project, man. I didn't make this for myself.
Well, see, that's why it works, though, right? Because it is your name, it's your what you go by, and so it works in a situation like that. But I tell you what, the amount of rugs I think we've all experienced and probably will experience if we see the markets take another shit. I think that'll be hopefully, and I say hopefully, for the ones that are bad actors in the space, but hopefully that's the shakeout that really weeds the dill weeds out of the space. Mike, go ahead.
Mike.
He's like, I want to raise my hand, just throw emojis at you.
Yeah, all right. All right. Gotcha. Carry.
It's kind of like sign language. It's kind of like sign language. You know what I mean?
Maybe in some rooms I've heard people, and this is just really weird, but in some rooms people raise their hand when they have to take a leak. So maybe he's just AFK. You know what I mean? He's letting us know that he can't speak.
Okay.
Oh,
it's the anti-speak hand raise. I got it. No, that makes a ton of sense. It's opposite day. Mike, when you were
I had a FOMO story, man. FOMO. I had the FOMO trifecta here.
You do?
I've got.
Love to hear it.
Yeah, 3 times happened to me. So the first time I got FOMO was back in like 2018ish, I guess, when like everything was like crashing, I guess, and I thought, this is probably a good time to get into Bitcoin. So I kind of FOMO'd into crypto in general. And I don't feel bad about that one. That was good FOMO. Then there was this time when I watched so many XRP videos, my brain was going to explode. So I bought like 10 XRP. And then I just felt like a fool and I sold it immediately for like a 50-cent profit. And like, that was that. And then the third time I FOMO'd, my boy Justin was like, "Yo, have you heard about this Shiba Inu shit?" I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "It's making people into millionaires. It's gonna go to a penny. We're gonna be millionaires." I'm like, "No, we're not. But you know what? Just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna buy 10 million and put $100 into a lottery ticket, tuck it away on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? And there it sits until one day it explodes to a penny, and then I'll have whatever, hundreds of thousands of dollars or something." That's my FOMO trifecta.
Hey, that's a good trifecta of FOMO. I know everybody's got a story, so please make sure if you want to tell your fun FOMO story, that's what today's all about. Or if you've got a personal strategy that you use that keeps you from FOMOing, that's the name of the game today. See Grateful coming up here. We'll add him up as a speaker. I think it ended up I ended up not FOMOing in because I got frustrated with the process. But yeah, like last year when the NFT craze was happening, I wanted to get in. I think I've told the story too. I wanted to get into the hate beasts. I thought that was going to be so dope, and it was going to launch at a high price. So that was the first time. Listen, I think I had despised Discord. I don't think I'd been in Discord until in order to get the whitelist spot, you had to be in there and be super active and all that shit. And man, I tell you what, I did what I could and I didn't get it. And I was just so freaking mad. And I think that thing launched at 4 ETH, shot up to 8 ETH or whatever. And now I think it's dog shit. I don't know if it's doing anything. And so that was the one that I could have gotten absolutely wrecked if I went through with the FOMO. But the fact that I spent so much time in that Discord to try to get a spot and didn't, that's when I was like, screw this, man. I ain't got time for this.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what though? Since we are doing this, and we're gonna come right to you, honest. Well, let's do a giveaway. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give away a couple of rug projects. All right. All you guys gotta do is just retweet out the space. All right. I knew you was gonna do it. We're going to have a Twitter picker, and then you can go into my wallet, all right? And you can just look through there, pick anything except for my Beast or my Sandbox land, which is owned by Seven and I for our Player 2 studio. So that's off the table anyway. And you just help yourself to whatever you find. Oh, and none of my carry C art either. None of that. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Guys, feel free to reach in there. And if you retweet out the space, tag 10 friends. Drop your social security number, just the last 4. We're going to pick a winner. Honest.
Hey, what's going on with Web3 Breakfast, man? You know what I'm talking about when you get crypto with a side of pancakes, man. Hey. What's going on?
Hey.
My boy over here talking about hate bees, bro. That shit just made my stomach sick, bro.
Did you get in it?
Just made my stomach sick. Well, actually, first, let's talk about the 732 hours I put in on Discord.
Jesus, man, that was nuts.
Putting in just random ass text so that I could level my person up so that I would be able to get a whitelist, just like J Chain says. Yes, but it doesn't stop there. My FOMO didn't stop there. I wish I had the rationale that J Chain said, because we FOMO'd into that project. I think I got one at 1.8, and we're not talking about a 1.8 at ETH at $1,700.
Right.
We're talking about a 1.8 with a $3,800 ETH.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And a $700 gas price.
I'm pretty sure I got the ugliest motherfucker out of all of them. Yeah, I swear. He didn't even look like he belonged to the bunch. He was just so ugly. And then, of course, with the prices and how everything went when the FUD came out for him, I lost the whole ETH. Well, I didn't lose the whole ETH. He lost the whole $3,600.
Yeah.
So it's okay now, though. We all learn from this shit. I hope y'all learn from this, because I learned from this. I've learned from this. My first biggest loss was buying 8 Bitcoin at $5,000. Okay, I bought 8 Bitcoin at $5,000, and no, $6,500, and it went up to $9,000, and then it crashed all the way down to $4,400. And how I noticed, I could tell you the date. It was I think like March 2020. A very sad day for me. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was over with for me, but I was watching crypto influencer videos and stuff like that, and they were telling me not to be scared, to, you know what I'm saying, to double down. And so I sold everything and got in at that point. You know what I'm saying? I got in at the blessing point. So it's like, you know, the blessings come with the curses, y'all. So, you know, maybe you do FOMO into a project, or maybe you do FOMO into a coin or something, and it feels like it was the worst fucking decision you ever made. Well, just hold on tight to that roller coaster, brother. Don't sell it a loss, man. You might as well just sell it when it disappears from your wallet. Other than that, just hold on to it tight, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like a fucking Bronco. It might go up, it might go down, but goddamn, stay on the roller coaster, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm having a fun ass time, man. I hope y'all are too, man. Good morning to everybody in here.
Good morning, family. Good morning, family.
Yo, big facts.
And it's always the, you know, it's the when in doubt, zoom out kind of thing, right? Like, and if you're, you know, everything right now, NFTs, crypto. I mean, if you look at the daily, you know, or even zooming out even more, like you will notice that there are patterns to those charts, and they go up and down, and we're set to go up. And don't get fooled. And this is like kind of why we're talking about this today is, you know, obviously there was the news with Grayscale yesterday, and the ETF stuff, and we saw a little market action, I think a little 5% or something. I'm not sure where things are at today, and that's the point, is that to me there's no way this is the start of the bull run. It's absolutely not even a remote possibility. It's not time for it. So don't FOMO in thinking like, oh shit, it's time to go. I mean, everything that we've been talking about, and you know, one of the things I said before, like we can build this toolbox of things that you got to do to keep from FOMOing is to stick to your plan, right? And so if the plan, in my mind, and what I've been saying is, you know, we're going to go down lower, then don't FOMO in right now. I mean, if you want a DCA because you want to, great. But if you're waiting for lower prices, like if that's your plan, stick to your plan. And if you miss it, you miss it. Get it the next time. What do you think about
Yo,
that?
big
man?
facts. Gotta have a plan.
Oh, Trevor, sorry about that.
Oh, Matthew. No. Dev, I want to hear from Matthew. I haven't heard his sweet voice in so long. It might actually help my neck pain that I'm experiencing right now, because it's like angel's breath over there. What's up, Matthew?
What's cracking, guys? GM. I think it's a great opportunity to help people kind of think through different market sentiments, like as we see a little bit of volatility here and there. And I love all the conversations going on, especially like the no FOMO, the DCA. You know, one thing that I try to do is count on the fact that people sell into a pump like this. So always try to wait like 36 or 48 hours to see what happens. And you'll see, I mean, it's even happened today. It's kind of leveled out a little bit. And the market's going to take a little bit of a dip today, it looks like, too. But I think there's still a lot of stuff on like the regulatory front from, you know, the Fed and things like that, you know, whether there's interest rates continuing to go up and things like that. So I do agree that I don't think this is quite the start, but it is awesome to see these pieces coming together. And certainly from an ETF perspective, I think it's going to bring in a wave of adoption, and they're going to need to hold that crypto 1-to-1 for those ETFs, those spot ETFs. So Fidelity, all those companies, BlackRock, they're going to need to own all that Bitcoin, which means that they're going to have to acquire or keep acquiring a bunch of it. So just awesome conversation, and you know, let's keep it going.
So do you think that with the potential of, you know, maybe a lot more money coming into the market, because we saw you know, a lot historically, I think it was last year, maybe in November last year, maybe I have the timeline wrong, that we saw the largest outflow from exchanges, right? That in like the history of crypto, meaning that, you know, at this point, a lot of people were, you know, putting things into cold storage, getting it out of the exchanges, whatever, which is the right move, not your keys, not your coins kind of stuff. But do you think that if now we're going to have to start seeing big institutional buys in order to cover what they've got, when do we start seeing the market move? Because didn't somebody buy like a shitload of Ethereum and it didn't do anything the other day?
Well, that's one of the great pieces of how this sort of ecosystem works, in a sense, because I'm of the opinion that as more and more people buy into Bitcoin and Ethereum, especially the top altcoins, we're going to start to see that level off in terms of volatility. So it's actually not quite a surprise that you're going to see what we would consider big moves in the market. There's so many more holders now, and there's so many more people holding large pieces, that it's going to take a lot to actually move the market in this sense. So I think that these are good things for the market as a whole, because it does help to, we want Bitcoin to be a store of value and a piece of utility for folks. And so in order to do that, it's really going to have to continue this lower volatility. I think that there was a post a couple weeks ago that was saying that the last 60 or 90 days, Bitcoin has been less volatile than the S&P 500, which is pretty astonishing when you consider the crazy volatility in the ecosystem altogether.
I love to hear that. And Bitcoin and crypto will, I think, inherently become less volatile the older it gets, the more mature the ecosystem gets, the larger it gets, right? That's kind of it by nature. And that's why, in the stock market, the 2 to 3% gains that we joke about, it's just because it's a much larger ecosystem than what crypto is. And so that volatility will naturally go away, the longer that we're here. But number goes up too as the time goes on. Let's get to some hands. I don't know who had their hand up first, to be perfectly honest with you.
I believe it was Mike, technically, because he's never brought his hand down. But Grateful did have his hand up for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, good morning.
GM fam.
Mike, what's up?
GM.
It's Grateful.
Not Mike.
It's Grateful.
Oh.
Mike, Mike
damn, I was like, that sounds like Grateful.
I can chill out.
No. I thought I just got a little overexcited. I'm in extreme pain right now. I can't even fucking think straight right now. I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
Man, they make a really good type of medicine. A lot of times you can eat it. A lot of times you can roll it up, and it usually helps the pain.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But times is tough. Thanks for bringing it up. Now I got FOMO.
Yeah, get some FOMO, man. Get a big fat bag of FOMO. But this is a fun conversation. So I don't know, man. It's like I don't really usually have. I FOMO'd into stuff, but it's not like a major problem for me. I have a bigger issue with because I like to get into a lot of speculative plays, and it seems like every single thing that I decide to hold off on and just watch goes fucking gangbusters. And then when I find one that I'm like, okay, I'm getting in. I'm going to be in this before launch. This is going to be fantastic. I just get totally shit on. So, I don't know. I was talking to my wife and rugs too. A lot of them haven't been rug projects. They just, they don't run for 2 or 3 or 4 days off a launch. They run for like an hour and then they tank. Those are the ones that I'm actually in, it seems like. And the ones that run for like a week before they drop, I just sit back and watch and scream and pull my hair out. So there was some project I was in, and they launched another token. This was like a couple years ago, so I can't remember the actual token, but I think the one that went crazy, it was something stupid. It was like Clifford Inu or something. But it did a 600x in like 72 hours, dude. And I was like the day before it launched, I was like, I'm going to put $1,000 in this. And then I didn't. And I just sat back and watched it, and it drove me crazy, man, for like a month. And Shiba Inu too. I was going to pick up some Shiba Inu in March, and I didn't. I ended up picking up a good amount before it actually ran, like in October. I actually I actually made myself happy with Shiba Inu, but if I didn't just sit back, in March when I was eyeing it, between March and October, like every $110, I think it was, that I would have thrown in there would have been over 400 grand in October, just between March and October. Ooh. So for every $100, dude. But I don't know, rugs are, it's just part of it. And sometimes it's fun. I've got enough under my belt. I think me and my wife are probably going to open up a Persian rug shop soon. So.
I'm a fan of that. I like that. Let's do we want to do another hand, or do we want to do the workout and then get to the other hands? What do you think, Turbo?
Yes.
I beat you to it, Corey. I beat Corey to it. Oh, you.
I think it's.
What are you gonna?
That's my work. I'm gonna try to actually do some shoulder presses and see if I can't get this thing out. Because I was using a freaking paint pole, like running it with my shoulders. So that was like the ultimate. Yeah. Maybe so I think I'm gonna do some shoulder presses and hope to work this thing out. It's there. It's close. I'm so shitty right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like grumpy. I'm like mad. Mike won't freaking talk whatever we say. Call him. Let's just work out because it don't even matter if we call his names out or not. Oh shit! I guess I'm supposed to play the track. Yep. My bad. Okay, that makes sense. I understand why you brought it up now to me. Okay. All right. Look, not every one of these can be perfect. Okay, here we go. Make a quick switcheroo-ski. Can you hear that? Yeah.
What we doing?
Here we go. Yo, let's get to it, guys. Hey, this is our workout. Welcome to Web3 Breakfast. Grab them weights, do some push-ups, whatever it is. This is Nessie. What we doing?
What we doing? Hey, got the whole space jumping, but they never give us nothing. What we doing? Tell me what we doing. Hey, I'm trying to onboard all my haters from Concord to top 4. Do it, cause Dylan never got more. It's all love. We got to lead by example because it's all us. So what is we gonna do? Seen a lot of creepy things in my time. Bills up in my ties. Best friends split over 5 rounds. End of the day, we all each other's lifeline. Cause what's the point of winning without someone to share it with? Always spreading love no matter how rare it gets.
Come on, Turbo Push.
Now, Jays, I ain't care if they're I'm making music for myself. I don't care if it hit. I'm just sharing the clips. Gotta match what happened to that boy. Shit. A lot of pain in my heart. What happened to that joy? Had to tap back in, didn't want to lose that boy. A lot of black bitch had to mute that noise. So what we doing? What we doing? How you saying wag me, but you laying bad seeds? What we doing? Projects getting pumped just to end up getting dumped. What we doing? What are we doing? Got the whole space jumping, but they never give us nothing. What we doing? What are we doing? Tell me what we doing.
It's your opportunity, guys. You can either make results or make excuses. You know the deal. Let's get in the last couple reps now.
Hey,
one more, baby.
Don't rug yourself, right?
Don't rug yourself. Hey, fantastic. Welcome back. I just felt pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That did. I felt.
You get that?
Feel 50%. 50%. I like that. I like that.
There you go. Got to get those healthy minds, healthy bodies, and healthy portfolios. So, way to go. Way to get that work on in, everybody.
Yeah, I definitely love this, the FOMO, because, my saying all the time, I say this all the time, when emotions are high, intelligence is low. And so just so many times, bro, I'm the worst with it. I get so overexcited. Like, I'm just like ready, then I cry when I don't get in. I go through all of the emotions, man, of basically grief. But going to the emotions, we got to hit these hands. Yo, Mel, what's up, baby? DJ and Blockhead Show. What's going on?
What's up, fam?
What up? Good morning, y'all. What's good? Well, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know where everybody at, but I hope it's safely wherever you need to be, So,
like that.
Hey, Turbo, I sent you some nudie pics, man, to your DM.
My dog.
No, man. Dude, he's talking about pain, and I just started laughing. I was like, damn. I said, this is probably the perfect time. Let me share what I got going on. Because I did happen to start working with a company now that for CBDs, and I'm excited. I'm gonna put some stuff out today. Finally, I've been working on a couple things because I need it to be perfect, So again, I hate half-stepping shit, but I just wanted to kind of throw out some advice. I'm gonna say that it is Mel's advice, right? They say never say tell them it's not financial advice. Fuck that. Sometimes the truth needs to be told. Okay. Yeah, the truth needs to be told. I'm so sick of people being so afraid of being 100 with everything. Like, just tell the goddamn truth. Just tell it like it is, and as it should be told. That's it's about the journey, right? Mm-hmm. So one, okay, do not, I hope not, and I pray so, that all of you guys, ladies and gents, are taking your coins off of exchanges. I really do. I really hope you are. Second of all, if you're tapping into anything that ends in Tama, Inu, Boba, Clifford, Robert, Doctor Strange, Hulk, fucking Cabbage Patch, you are a goddamn fool. I don't care who you are or how rich you are or how whatever the fuck, whoever told you, you are a goddamn fool. And you deserve to have your money taken because you are dumping into something that is not proven. Right. So I put up a video on TikTok like a couple weeks ago, and it was about somebody had Disney Inu deployer.eth. And I circled that shit and I said, if you people are jumping into anything that says Disney Inu and you see it's a deployer wallet, you deserve to get rugged because Disney is not dropping a token. All right. If you pay close attention, Disney is working very closely with OMI, which is the Ecomi token. So now, if you're jumping into anything that is not a blue chip, that is not verified with people in the background, like, hey, this is me, I own this, this is what I'm doing, at the end of the day, you deserve to get rugged. Same thing with these NFTs. So many, let's say if there's 10,000 NFT projects out there, only probably maybe 1,000 of them are going to survive. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm being straight up because a lot of them don't have nothing to back them. Not a fucking thing. Same thing with a lot of these tokens. So here's my list. You guys do what you want with this. XRP, XLM, Quant, maybe some AI tokens out there. Of course you want to hold on to some Bitcoin. You'd be a fool not to. And I would probably say maybe ADA or Algo, but I'm up and down with that. And I've been paying close attention to Harmony, one token. I mean, again, I like tokens that have, their own chain. So I like to experiment, but that's it. There's nothing else that I'm touching. Another goddamn thing.
No gaming
There's
tokens?
some good ones. Huh? No meme tokens.
No gaming.
Nope, no meme tokens.
No gaming. Gaming.
I do like some, like Axie, right? So so I like some. I have a couple, but the ones that I'm heavily invested in are the ones I just named. That's it. I am good. Matter of fact, I don't need nothing else but XRP. That's just me. I'm good.
XRP Army in the house.
For real. I could be broke as shit, living in a shelter, and I would still never sell my bag of XRP.
That's dedication right there, man.
You damn right, man. I will never sell my bags.
What about at what about at 589? Are you selling at 589?
I'm only going to sell 3% at 589.
All right.
And then when we hit 10,000, then I'll probably sell another 20%. And then the rest of it, I'm going to try to find out how I can freak it with iTrust Capital or one of these platforms where I'm able to, get my interest, live off the interest of that. I mean, at the end of the day, don't spend your bags, ladies and gents. If you get $1 million, don't go spend that shit. You can invest and knock yourself out. Don't go spend it. Make sure you're earning the interest off it. Make that $1 million last. The hell are people doing? What are they thinking, bruh?
Lambo.
Like, I'm so confused.
I need a Lambo. Give me my Lambo.
Yeah, I need a Lambo. You dumbass. I can roll around a Toyota Corolla with $2 million in my back pocket. I'll still drive a Toyota Corolla. I don't give a fuck.
Not me.
No,
sir. No, sir, not me.
No, wait. Have you seen the 2023 Corollas?
No.
I'm just saying. No, seriously, I ain't gonna lie. A 61 Lincoln Continental, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm old school.
There you go.
61 Lincoln Continental and a 57 Shelby.
Was with the suicide doors?
Yes. Thank you. White on black? Yes.
Yep.
Yes. That is my vehicle, y'all. That's what I want. Between that one and the 67 Shelby, that's me, But other than that, you guys, ladies and gents, and I'm gonna land it here. I know y'all gave me some time. Just stop jumping into shit and stop abandoning shit on this exchange. Just pay attention, grab your few, hold on to them. But don't be a fool because somebody's like, oh, we launched it. Even this fucking Pepe. Not for nothing, somebody made some money. I get it. People made a shit ton of bread. But it's like, you need to be in the in crowd to get in or get in some of this bread with these damn tokens and shit. So again, ladies and gents, just be careful. Pay attention to what you're doing. Be safe. Think about generational wealth. You have to ask that question. Will this token be a part of that area of generational wealth for me? Am I leaving this to my daughter? Will she be able to do something with this? That's what you need to be looking at. Everybody wants a quick flip because they fucking broke. We all broke. We're crypto broke. Let's just be real. Yeah. Just be careful.
Honest is like, not me. Talk for yourself.
Right, honest is like, fuck that. I'm chilling, man. Like, yo, bro, you need a couple dollars, man? I seen like $50 or something. No, man, I'm just saying. Yeah. Motherfuckers out here are not doing their due diligence, and you got to get tired, y'all. You got to be tired of the same BS and the people behind PFPs that were just created by their kids' kindergarten class. You know, you got to just kind of just like do the homework, do the research, stick with the real ones. You see these people up here on this panel? Look at Jay, Turbo 7. These guys are out there, just like a lot of you are out there. These are the people you want to pay attention to because they're not hiding. Shit. I don't hide. I mean, I got a PFP, but motherfucker, I'm on camera all day. Let's go.
You got a logo. That's a logo.
Yes, that's the brand, baby. That's the logo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But thank y'all for letting me run my mouth. But I just get so sick and tired of people getting stuck. And I'm not saying anybody in this room, but I'm just saying that people are stuck like Chuck and they don't know who to turn to if they don't know. And some people are too prideful to ask the questions and just put themselves out there. I'll put myself out there. I got my ass kicked. Last year, I got my ass kicked, you know, because I believed in something. And I'm that person. I'm loyal as shit. And once I say I'm with you, I'm with you. That's it. You have to really fuck me over for me to change my view and to stop being loyal to you. But other than that, man, people just be careful. Be very careful and be smart. Don't panic. And get you some XRP, baby, right now.
X marks the spot. Bum, bum, bum. I love it, man. You know, you ain't never got to apologize for going on a rant. That is, man, there's a platform for anybody to do that. I love that. I love passion and excitement, man. You got everything for this ecosystem. So let's freaking go. All right.
But I do appreciate though the saying, you know, thank you for letting me go long-winded, you know, because then you know that we know, you know what I'm saying, that you went for a long time. That's great. You know, I love that. S Dizzle was actually next in the building. What's up, Dizzle?
What's up, fam?
Yo, what's up with you, Turbo? Hope all is well. 74K, man. What's up with you, Jay Chains?
Oh, man.
Man, I've been watching you for a minute, bro. Yeah, the last dude, hey, I appreciate that, man. That was pretty fire, G. You know what I'm saying? I agree a lot of what you said, except for XRP. I'm not too big on XRP, but that don't really matter much, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's I honestly think that, you know what I'm saying, stupidity is something that just runs in human nature. Like, no matter what angle of life or what, you know, profession you're in, you're going to find stupid people that do stupid things and just don't care. You feel me? So crypto's got a long time before I honestly think, in my personal opinion, before we all kind of get on the same wavelength and like, hold on, I'm not buying an EU token, or I'm not going to buy a dick butt NFT because it's a dick butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just going to take time. You know what I mean? And I'm here for it. You know, I'm honestly here for it. But honestly, what I came up here for is probably Jesus. I came up here for some bullshit. I ain't even gonna hold you. This is straight up bullshit. Jay Chains, I got a question for you.
Yes,
if
sir.
you don't want to answer, bro, I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. I respect everything you ever done for the crypto industry. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I watched you, you know, long time ago when I first got in and shit, you know, with BitBoy. And I just want to ask from your perspective. I'm not saying you got insider information. I'm not saying you still with the hit network or whatever, but just from your perspective, the shit that's going on with BitBoy and all this shit. And if you don't want to answer, I swear to God, I won't be mad. I won't blame you or nothing like that. I just want to know your perspective. Like, the shit that's going on right now, is this something that you could say you've seen coming, or is this something that is a surprise, or it's not surprising? Like, I just want your perspective on the situation.
Yeah. Well, I did leave the hit network for a very specific reason. Very much related to everything you're hearing, and so that is the story there. I do wish everybody the best of luck in that situation, no matter what obstacles you have to overcome. You know, whether it's the business or your health, whatever it is. I just wish everybody the best of luck. It's been since October of last year since I left the hit network, and so I keep in touch with very few people over there. But yeah, I'll tell you what, that was news to me. I got a call the morning of from Justin Williams letting me know what was going on. So yeah, crazy situation. But listen, again, I hope everybody the best, and situations tend to, you know, work themselves out. So good luck to everybody in that. And that's, you know, that's really all I want to say on that. But I appreciate you, man.
Listen,
I appreciate you.
I wasn't. No, listen, I wasn't expecting much. I wasn't trying to get no dirty tea or that. I just wanted your honest take, you know what I'm saying, on what, you know, your perspective. You gave me that. I'm thankful. I appreciate you, G. I'm going to kick it up here with y'all for a little bit, if that's cool.
Oh, 100%, man. That's
100.
That's what we're here for. Appreciate you.
This is a space for the community. And, it's a great opportunity, guys, for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a part of the conversation, you got questions, you know what I'm saying? You want to throw your 2 cents or whatever that is, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Yeah, you did, Mel, right over top of me. That's okay. No worries. But no, we definitely appreciate you guys being a part of it. And,
I'm sorry.
feel free
I'm sorry to
jump
interrupt. I'm
off.
sorry. But Twix keep taking the sound out. Like, I can't hear people talking. And then all of a sudden I hear laughter and I'm like, oh shit, I feel like a joke now. Sorry. My bad. Like, did I walk into class without my drawers?
Speaking of feeling like a joke, let's call on Mike again. Mike has his hand up. Go ahead, Mike.
What's up? I'm finally here. Sorry, I had a lot of audio problems. I was having problems. My wife was talking to me. I was like, come on, fine, stop talking to me. I'm trying to talk here. And she's like, da, 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 da. I'm like, okay, I need to get on to talk because they're asking me. But anyway, yeah. So I've been part of quite a few rugs. Not quite as many as some of my other friends. Some of my other friends have said they've been part of like 600 or so rugs. One of my friends says like he's been a part of like at least 600 rugs. But anyway, my rug was it was called Smilecoin. It's on the Algorand network. It's an Algorand standard asset, and it was supposed to be the token for the for like sports betting. You know what I mean? So like they have soccer tournaments or baseball, football, basketball, racing, shit like that. And you could bet on them with the coin. You know what I mean? But what you did is you put in you put in a certain amount, like 2,000 Smilecoin, right? And then you play, and then you gather points as you won and lost your bets. You gather points, and whoever the highest amount of points at the end of the 5-minute period, or whatever time period they decided on, got to get all the coins basically. And if sometimes it was up to like I remember one time some of the bets were up to like $100. So I mean, you put in like maybe $10 and could win up to $100. And so that was good for like, it was going good for like a year. And then all of a sudden they started having like DDoS attacks on them. And once that started, it just took them out, I swapped actually a big pile of like, I had like 6K. I swapped from another coin that I was in that it was still doing good. And I was staking it, but it just wasn't making as much as I thought that this coin was going to go, especially with all the sports betting and everything. It really had promise, and they were going to make an SDK for, I don't know if you've heard of Block Sports, but they were supposed to make an SDK, which is like just basically like something that they could put on their website, so they could use their money to finalize the transactions without having to go through banks and everything else and wait for money to transfer through banks. But what happened was it crashed, and then the bear market hit. After all this DDoS attacks. And so it dropped 99%. And I said, okay, well, I'll sell half and see what happens. And then it dropped another 99%. And then I sold half of that. And then it dropped another 99%. And I was all out. I was like, fuck this, I'm done at that point. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty much dead inside. It takes a lot for me to be worried about the market. Like, for me personally, I think Bitcoin would have to drop to, I would say under 5,000 for me to be worried about it. But at the same time, you just got to stick through it. You got to keep your emotions out of it. It's important to keep your emotions out of it. Because if you start using your emotions and not using your brain and not using tact and not using TA, there's a chance that you're just basically wasting your money and throwing it away.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my my big rug project that I got. But like probably about like 2 months before that, I got into YFI, and we all know what YFI did. It fucking flew like a motherfucker. So I got into that. So I wasn't too sad about the loss that I had with Smile because of YFI.
It was house money at that point, sort of.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
But still sucked, though.
Always.
And Mike, can we all just agree how nice it is that we're all in the same boat? You know what I'm saying? Like that, I think that's what brings comfort to a lot of this. You know what I'm saying? Like when you just get completely wrecked and you look across the screen and I see my big bro there and he's like, me too. We smile and we just keep on moving forward, bro. That, you know what I'm saying? Like like it feels so much better to know that we're not alone.
Battle scars, man.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Battle tested, wallet emptied. Grateful.
Yo, what's up, man? Yeah, I agree with that. It's But you have to go through that shit, dude, right? Like, nobody's going to come in here. I don't even care, like, if you're really involved in TradFi or anything. Like, it's a different world, dude, over here. So I don't think very many people, if any, are going to come over here and not go through any of those experiences, because it's just a whole different ballpark over here. But it makes you smarter, it makes you better, and then when you get some juice, it's that much sweeter after you just, watched 134x go away and go to shit. Like, that's what happened to me, man. XRP was like my first entry back in 2017, and then it literally hit its all-time high on my birthday, and I was not paying attention to shit, and missed like pretty much 134x from where I entered. At the same time, I was buying a house, and it still pisses me off to this day, but I mean, not really. You got to move on, and it's just, it's a little piece of, I don't know, I guess, hope and guarantee of what the space does and what it's going to continue to do. So you can't dwell on all the losses because they don't fucking matter in the long run. But I have two questions if I could. I have a quick question for D-Gen, and then I got a question for you and Turbo. But D-Gen, we kind of align on a lot of the same things, I feel like, as far as projects go, because I tend to try to look at like the bigger scale of things, like a global scale. So I like the ISO projects that are all compliant and enterprise chains, just for the future of adoption. And I think really when things boil down to it, 5, 10, 15 years from now, it's going to be, a couple handfuls of projects that literally just like explode, and it's like, okay, we're the kingpins in our respected areas, and that's how things are kind of going to play out. But with the tokens you mentioned, I was curious how you felt about XDC, and also maybe Casper. And just because Casper's a partner with the World Economic Forum, not Casper with an R, how do you feel about those two?
I actually, to be honest with you, I actually like those two. I ain't gonna lie. I like XCC, and I do. I'm not gonna front about that one. But that wasn't, and it was crazy because those are the ones that I go balls deep in. Like where if I made $5 off of one of the orders that I did, I put it right into XRP, right? But I like those, and I think Casper. I don't know enough. I'm gonna be honest. I never took the time to start digging into it. I've only hear from other people. And then my mistake, what I've learned before, is listening to some other people, and the influencers. I ended up jumping into a shitcoin once, and I'm gonna tell my story. But I did set up a space for tonight, y'all. It's called Rug Suckers Anonymous. So we're gonna do that this evening. All right. Nice. I think we all have a story to tell. Episode 1, Infinity. So
I love that.
But yeah, man, I do. I like XCC. I do. I definitely like it. I'm liking it more and more. And plus, I got some family members that won't get off my back about it. So yeah, I'm with you on those two. I just don't know enough about Casper. By all means, I'll be happy to chop it up so you can educate me on it a little bit more. And other than that, I'm with them all, as long as they're, especially with the ISOs. I'm definitely on all of those. I love them.
Cool, man. Thank you. Yeah, for sure. Okay, and then I don't want to take up a ton of time, so sorry, guys. But for J-Chains and Turbo, you metaverse wizards out here, I have a question about a project. Just because I heard in a space Craig name drop them, and it's something I was involved in like super early. So I don't know if you know anything about it, but if you do have any information, I would like to know just for my own mental sanity and clarity. But Luna 1 fucked everybody over when they launched. Bad. Like I was in like the pre-sale like 9 months before they launched, when people were getting in at 10 cents, and then they had all these bonus tokens for however much you were throwing down, right? And they're saying in their Discord, like in writing, we're launching at 25 cents. You're automatically going to be up over 100% if you got in this pre-sale time frame. And then these guys go, partner with BitMart. And if I'm not mistaken, when they launched, they literally launched at, I think it was 2 cents, like 2 fucking cents. It was 2 cents or 5 cents. But I mean, everybody got annihilated. I got totally fucked. I put way too much money into it, but they never like went away. It kind of seems like I thought it was like a slow rug, you know what I mean? But it seems like they're still kind of trying to build. And I know you guys know a lot about different metaverse areas, so I didn't know if anybody had any information on it, whether it was like legitimate and why they basically decided to, hook up BitMart super fast so they could essentially short all their initial investors and fuck them all over.
I think that's unfortunately what we've seen, and that's just the way that the game goes, is that projects will launch, and you can get on as many small exchanges as you want, but unfortunately to get any kind of traction, you got to get on a bigger exchange, and in order to do that, typically it's going to cost you large sums of coins. And we've seen projects time and time again, they either get wamboozled by the exchange themselves, whether they're supposed to be holding that coin as payment or liquidity, but end up just dumping it all. And then FUD happens, and then the project goes away. You've seen a ton of that, especially in the meme coin season. I saw a lot of that. That actually happened with BAM. If anybody invested in that, they L Bank was, I think, the first exchange that they went on, and that was what happened to them, is that L Bank pretty much dumped every token that they received as payment to list, and that from there the FUD started. And again, that happens time and time again with with projects all over. So unfortunately, it's either that or when the token unlocks happen, all the early investors, all the seed round investors, get their allocations, and that will usually cause a major sell-off. I mean, we're going to see that with HBAR on September 1st. Let me just look at this article really quick. And if you are watching the live stream, guys, remember we do stream this on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter, and sometimes some other pages, but LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Right now, you can actually watch the stream. But there's an article about Hedera HBAR tokens. They're going to set 1.15 billion tokens, approximately worth $57 million, unlock on September 1st. So anytime you see that, the price was, I think, starting to go down just a little bit on HBAR in anticipation of this, just because that's what happens. There's always sell pressure when people get their allocations. And so, because typically those investors are in the profit, and so they just take those profits right back off the table. So, if you are an HBAR, if you are interested, that's one of those ones you probably want to wait until after the dump happens. So watch that one early next month. I fully plan to, if you saw the portfolio tweet I put out, in a sample 100K portfolio, definitely get some HBAR. That's something I had a long time ago, but it was I ended up selling it and haven't gone back. But with this portfolio that I want to build for the next run, it may be the time soon. So pay attention to what HBAR's got going on in the next couple of days. I know we got a few more hands. We got just a few minutes. Turbo's got to run at the hour, but let's go West Dizzle and then back to Mel. What do we got?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you your take on the SEC losing that recent case, or the judge ruling in favor of the cryptos. Well, as far as the ETF goes, do you really think like the ETF is going to make a difference? Because I've been in crypto for like the last 2 years now, and been hearing it for such a long time. Oh, spot ETF is going to do such and such, or it's going to turn markets around X, Y, Z. And I do my own research, I could see why, because people would have to actually own the actual Bitcoin instead of a paper derivative or a receipt, if you will. But what do you see in that? Do you really think it's going to change the markets for us? Or you think it's just like, it'll happen and probably not much is going to change?
I think it really all depends on how it happens and who it happens with. And again, I think, Matthew, you gave a really good answer on this earlier, and, I love your take on this. And so I would leave, that really more to the professionals that could give you a better answer than I could. But in my opinion, man, I just hate the idea of institutional money in crypto. That was kind of the antithesis of all of this anyway. Early on in my day of crypto, everybody cried for institutional money because they wanted their bags to pump. But you saw what they did to the traditional financial system, right? And so my whole thing was like, we don't want them here. Like, this should be the money for the people, not the not the big money people who can control markets. They can screw us in and out of the market faster than anybody else that can. So I don't think it's ever really a good idea to encourage institutional money coming in, but at this point we can't stop them, so it is what it is. I don't know what's going to happen. I think it's going to make it a lot more volatile in the interim until we get some more people into here when we hit a bull run. But that's purely speculation, only because it's uncharted territory for this ecosystem.
Appreciate you.
Oh, absolutely, man. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody being here.
Dropping off real quick, fam. I love you. Set up that call for hopefully we'll be able to get this. We'll be able to get a good interview out of this, man. I appreciate you. I love you, bro. Shouts out to everybody.
Appreciate
you, man.
All right. All right. So we got a few more hands. Let's see. Who do we got? Who was up? Let's go Mel, and then we'll go Mike.
Hey, what's up? All right, so real quick, I didn't know if it was okay. I did set that up for this evening, like all y'all to chop it up, come hang out this evening with that. But I created the post. If I can post it up top, great. If 100%, not, 100%. I'll just tag everybody named Mama.
Yeah. So that that goes for everybody. There's a lot of people that are normally here for the show. If you're ever up on the stage and you got something you want to pit, you don't have to ask. As long as it's not like an inappropriate picture, you can post anything that you need to. Anything that's
okay,
like, that's collaboration, baby. Like that's our big goal here for me personally, in where my focus is in this industry. But with Web3 Breakfast, our goal is nothing but collaboration with people. That's how we grow stronger as individuals, as as entities, as brands, all that kind of stuff. So
respect. And speaking of collaborating, I need to definitely pick your brain on that, because I do want to build another type of portfolio and treat it as if I'm starting fresh.
Nice.
So I definitely want to follow your method and the idea that you have with this. So again, sometimes we have to unlearn, ladies and gents. Sometimes you have to unlearn, and then you have to pick up and start and pick up and put all the pieces in that made sense. So again, man, if you got the time in the future, I definitely want to chop it up and learn some of that.
Hell yeah. So speaking of portfolios, I mentioned a little bit ago that we did that sample 100K portfolio, just as like a fun little thing that ended up kind of going viral. But tomorrow, what I got on my Trello card for the show tomorrow is to do that gaming portfolio. So I'll put out some stuff today. I'll make sure that the link for the show gets out tomorrow, and then let's get some stuff out. I do want to use the advertisement thing that you guys put together. That looks like a little menu board for a restaurant. I love that. So tomorrow, all about putting together a 100K gaming token or project portfolio. That's the goal. So bring a friend, bring someone that is into gaming. Again, I'll get some advertising stuff out to later today, so that we can get some folks in here and build what we think could be a solid portfolio in the gaming sector, because that's going to be a big one popping off pretty soon here. Mike, what you got for us, man?
I'd say I just want to talk a little bit more about Bitcoin.
Okay.
One of the things I would like to say is that we need more people. We need more people like MicroStrategy that are willing to use Bitcoin as a storage of liquidity and of money. Instead of just we're making ETF. Don't get me wrong, ETFs are good. It will pump some money into the system, but like you guys said, it will make it more volatile, and they'll want to work it towards their, depending on how much they actually have to have. Mm-hmm. I'm not exactly sure on exactly how much they have to have, but they won't have the full. I guarantee you, they won't have the full Bitcoin of what they're actually putting out there. Most places don't, I don't think. They might have liquidity, like on the other side of like, okay, so if people want to cash out, they have that money, but they're not going to have the full liquidity of 100% of what they have in ETFs. And I'm almost guaranteed that they're going to work on, FOMOing some people out and flooding some people out and stopping people out, so just be aware of that also, because they'll be really controlling the markets. When they see a big, nice, when these markets see someone put in a big amount of money, they're like lips are salivating, trying to bring that price down to either liquidate you or margin call you. You know what I mean? So it's important to just watch that once the ETFs do come out. As far as working with the ETFs, the Bitcoin will go up, but the ETFs don't. And by the way, for the year, we're also 38% up on the whole year. So if we think we're going down, Yeah, 38% up on the whole year right now on Bitcoin. So for everyone.
Like that. That's awesome. Let's go on the I'm gonna pull that chart up, the 1 year. Hey, look at that. We're green. Yeah, from 19.8 up to 27.08. Thank you. Look at that. You learn something new every day. I had absolutely no idea that we were up on the year. I think it's been a while since I looked at the year chart of Bitcoin. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you guys. What else? We got anything else for today? Or we fade off into the sunset? You guys check out this new, we open the show with it when we start the live stream. We're going to start ending with it. Seven made this dope new exit beat. So when you start to hear this music, you know we're going to wrap the show up. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. This was a Wednesday episode of Web3 Breakfast. We will be back tomorrow, again, putting together a sample $100,000 gaming portfolio. So bring your picks, bring your friends, and let's build something that we think that would be fun. And we'll write this thing down, and much like we did the other one, and we'll track it, and we'll check in on it maybe once a week and see the status of it. So, all right, guys, have a great day. See you tomorrow.